We hear a lot about the state of our schools, right? But how often do we really get an honest look under the hood? Well, today, that's exactly what we're doing. We're going to walk through this incredibly detailed annual checkup that Benton Elementary School shared with its entire community.
And it all starts with this one belief. This isn't just some nice sounding phrase they stuck on a poster. It is the absolute foundation for everything we're about to see. It's their promise, right out in the open. So think of this less like a report card and more like an open invitation. Benton Elementary is basically asking its community to help diagnose the problems and, more importantly, to be part of the solution. They are laying it all out, the good, the bad, and the really complicated stuff.
So, where do you even begin with a school's health check? Well, you start with the most basic question you can ask. Are the kids actually showing up? First things first, let's get a sense of the scale here. Benton Elementary has 419 students. That's the community we're talking about, 419 kids. Okay, so of those students, 77% are in school 90% of the time or more. That's pretty solid. That means the vast majority of kids are there, ready to learn, almost every single day. That's a great foundation. But, and this is a big but, here's the other side of that coin. You've got 60 students who are missing more than 15% of the school year. The school is openly flagging this as a critical warning sign, and for very good reason. That's a lot of missed learning time. And what's really interesting is that the school is just putting it right out there. They're telling everyone, hey, our attendance is down a little bit from last year. They aren't trying to hide the trend. All right, so attendance is one piece of the puzzle. But what about academics? This is where the picture gets, well, a little more complicated. So if you zoom out and look at the big picture, things look good. Their scores on the big state program, the MSIP, have been steadily climbing for 4 years. That shows real, consistent progress. It's a fantastic sign. But when you zoom in, whoa, that's a different story. Look at these numbers. First grade math is doing great. But then you see second grade math. Just 3% are above the 50th percentile. That is a major red flag. Now, the school is careful to point out these are just winter numbers and they're expecting to see growth. But still, this is clearly where they need to focus. Big time. And here's the thing. They're not just staring at the problem. They already have a plan. They're bringing in brand new, research-backed programs specifically to tackle those weaknesses in writing and math. It's a perfect example of looking at the data and then taking direct action. A school is so much more than just test scores and attendance numbers. The real heart of a school is its people, the staff, the students, the families. So let's take a look at the human side of Benton Elementary. And Benton's got a secret weapon, really. It's their staff. I mean, look at this. 31 staff members with a master's degree or higher, a whole team of math specialists, teachers with specialized literacy training, the whole shebang. And they're not stopping there. They're adding even more people. This is a huge asset. Now, the community, that's a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, people show up for the big school events, which is great. But the day-to-day engagement, that's a struggle. You've got low PTA participation, drama on social media, and more student discipline issues. So you have this weird dynamic where the community is present, but maybe not fully partnered yet. But here's something that could be a huge game changer for them, especially with those tough academic numbers we saw. Small class sizes, an average of just 18 students per class. That means teachers can give each kid way more individual attention. That is a massive advantage. Okay, so we've seen the good, the bad, the complicated. We've got the diagnosis. So what's the treatment plan? How is Benton Elementary planning to tackle all this? They've boiled it down to 3 critical priorities. It's a really clear plan. Number 1, boost academics. Number 2, get families and the community more engaged. And number 3, help students grow as leaders. It's a smart, focused strategy for the next school year. And this is where it gets really interesting. This is where that invitation we talked about at the beginning comes into play. They're not just telling the community the plan, they're asking them to help build it, starting with that very first issue we looked at, attendance. So they're putting a real choice to the community. Should our goal be for students to attend 85% of the time, which is more achievable for some, or should we set a really ambitious bar at 90%? It's a tough question, right? Do you aim for the stars, or do you meet people where they are? And that right there, that's the heart of this whole thing. This isn't just about sharing numbers to check a box. It's about actually sharing power, sharing the decision-making. They're asking the community to be a true partner in shaping the school's future. I mean, listen to this question they're asking everyone. Do you agree with these priorities? What else should we consider? That says it all. This isn't a final plan handed down from on high. It's a starting point for a real conversation. It's the school saying, we need you. What do you think? So, Benton Elementary has put all its cards on the table. They've shown their strengths, their vulnerabilities, and their vision for what's next. And it leaves us with this one big question. What happens when a community actually answers that call? What's really possible when a school is this brave and a community steps up to be a true partner? That's a question every single one of us should probably be asking about our own communities.